Yo guys, it's Dre, and in this video, I'll be talking about why just my day, sort of in the backyard right now. I'm at my grandma's house and feeling alright, I guess. Just kind of weird feeling. I don't know. Everything really looks beautiful when you look at nature and stuff. Had a really difficult kind of a day yesterday until it turned really good, and every day feels like a little bit different because sometimes you forget what happened yesterday and you have to remember the important, well, not important per se, but I've been recently talking about hypergamy and love and all these qualities, but for some reason people have like disagreements with what they feel is love, and we feel as if we feel the same, be it love for family, love for a spouse, love for a girlfriend, any of those things. And honestly, is it important to come up to an understanding of how we feel or just pretend to feel like we feel similar? I don't know. Some people may say I'm looking too deep into things, but yeah. Obviously there's a lot of different ways that you can feel love depending on the moment. Usually I drift through falling in and out of self-love and development of love for others. It changes all the time, so it's never certain. Used to be understood as chaotic beauty, as said by Coach Corey Lane, But he said for some reason that girls are like cats, and whenever you're a certain way, they'll gravitate towards you or not. I don't really agree with that because when you're comparing them, comparing them to cats, it's like why would you do that? Like, and then supposedly we're like dogs and stuff. Like, I guess we're in a way we're animal creatures. Like human beings that come from apes, right? Not necessarily apes, but that was our evolutionary path, right? But when we think about evolution, we go to the standard into how we think it is, right? We think that whatever qualities we have comes from our prehistory past. But I'm not a creationist or anything, but there's a huge span. We Evolution is more than just one word thing, right? I also some videos with Matt Cross talking about his 33 Secrets or Alpha Male Secrets channel, where he talks about how like women only love you for what you do for them, and men supposedly feel true, unrequited love, like feel true passionate love that comes from their soul or spirit. And I don't know if I agree with that either, because obviously we pick people that are more attractive mates and stuff, or less. I don't know, it depends. There's a style of hypogamy and hypergamy. And these red pill group members, blue pill, black pill, I kind of disagree with them. They isolate themselves into groups, trying to act a certain way different than what they usually do. And the harmony is kind of disrupted a little bit between, I don't even know if there's completely harmony. Just saying, what if we can't really comprehend what balance is. You could feel balance in any area. You can walk up a steep mountain and not have the true balance of the mountain and still be standard and still be there. You can walk through a cave with a dim light and you can feel like you feel safe and hope, right? So the differential kind of spectrum of what we view as balance is not necessarily 50-50. It's similar to love, and that's what I just realized. It's not exactly love because it needs variety, fewness, and other aspects. I feel like I'm going through this talk more really great. I'm able to concentrate on video. Well, it depends what phone I use. Shitty phones, like, I'm not able to do that too much. But, the concentration is pretty well. I don't like to think that I'm different or any worse or different. But, honestly, I want to come up with a new topic. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Something different than hypergamy, different than love. Maybe a mixture. Don't know. Because when they mix, it's kind of like it's like a courtship, but not exactly. It's like your own type of perception, realizing that the way we view love isn't necessarily pure, and that unconditional love is not forever, and that there's probably things beyond mere love and hypergamy and polygamy and other styles of love that could be shown. Next topic is, I was very concerned with the idea of beta male, alpha male, and all that aspects, and I realized that I don't really agree with those aspects, but for some reason, the inherent qualities I had when I was more beta male is still kind of gathered in that area, and it's kind of easy. It's not easy to become a stronger beta male than an alpha, and still use the qualities of that. Kind of reminds me of gender dysphoria, because in gender dysphoria, you choose what kind of likelihood or sexuality you have, right? Well, it's different with this archetype thing, because you can actually choose in a way who you want to be, if it's beta, omega, delta, any of those things. And people will say, no, you're just alpha, you're confident. But if you have the inherent qualities and you understand it pretty well, of like a beta or a delta or omega, you can change the room in a way. You can really make people think that you're mysterious, but it's not that you are actually mysterious or anything. But it's best to not best, but it's great to just figure out who you are and your passions and all that stuff. But when you figure out who you are, what's inside that you, inside, outside, it just gets a little bit more complicated over time. We try to figure out that stuff, but we figure out we're a little bit different people everywhere we go, and like a multiplicity. And if you show your face, real face, to other people, people might not like it, you know? There's constant changes that we go through, character development, or maybe character scenarios where we realize everything we're thinking is not really true. We come up with this story of how we think about things, but there's many types of thought, many types of emotion, many types of love, as I said before, many types of confidence and shyness. Just kind of unique how that works. It's very unique. Want to mention more topics about how the idea of the character journey, the hero's journey or the villain's journey or any of that kind of goes on a certain path, but it's not certain to be always so linear or also cyclical, because there's not truly cycles that really make any sense. You can see it that way, and you can go through the journey over and over again. There's no real exact journey, because life is not necessarily a story. And when you look through it, you're like, how the hell does life even work? It's not a simulation. It's not fakery. It's not a dream. So what exactly is it? It's not simple or complicated, and you're not looking too deep into it. I don't know if you're even looking for the truth of the matter, because one truth is different from another, and sometimes it's just based on opinions. And when you focus on truth so much, you get blinded and indoctrinated by your environment a little bit. No matter if you live in a forest or you live somewhere else. You live in a cave, or you live in society. You live in the culture. You don't know exactly where you are, what you do, but realizing even when you're outside, you're still home. Your home doesn't define where you feel safe at, or careful, and where you feel at home. I encourage people to find a really safe place when they're feeling stressed and to go there, because I remember I used to feel that way. I would go to that place and cry or deal with my emotions. It felt really great. Sadly, the tree house that I had in my old house, I saw from afar in the backyard, is gone. It's kind of sad that it's gone, but at least the basketball hoop is still there. There's much more to talk about, like this idea of the dominance hierarchy, where you're going and stuff. You're reaching success, or you're reaching dominance, or submissiveness. It's kind of too much of a polarity, I guess. One thing I understand is that women have a different perspective than men. They don't really have archetypes that we know about. And when you look up woman archetypes, it goes back to medieval ages, like archetypes. Nothing new. It seems that there's more focus on men's archetypes, which kind of irritating. Kind of created in the 90s. Before that, there wasn't really such a thing. There wasn't such a thing as all this game and pickup artists and red pill community and toxic masculinity. There's also toxic femininity too. We just don't exactly understand it sometimes, and we let people walk all over us, or the other way around too. We walk all over people. I'm not here to say that I'm a great person. That I believe that I have unconditional love for everything that's ever existed, and even things that don't exist. I'm not trying to showboat or show off, I'm just me. That's the longest video I made in a while. Sometimes you just gotta look at the sky and realize it's not just one sky. It's a multitude of perspective. When you look at nature, you see how tall things are, and you feel tall yourself. And sometimes when you get older, things around you feel smaller or big. Depends on how you feel, Who knows if novelty really decides how we view the world. But the question is what is on your guys' mind? How are you feeling? Because it's great to hear how you feel, because I can really understand what you go through. Recently, I talked to a lot of people in Wenatchee that were struggling, and I was talking about how they feel and stuff, and how I can help them, and how I can spread a little bit of peace throughout my town. And it was okay conversations. People struggling a lot. I don't just want to help like the poor. I want to help the rich too, and the moderate class. Everybody deserves a chance, right? Everybody. And this idea of like being popular or being like, you don't have to feel that way, because there was a time when you were in high school, you felt like you were alive and you didn't need to be a part of any group. You would go table to table talking to people. Some people may say that you were kind of popular back in the day. I used to get like lots of likes on my pictures, and on Facebook I was pretty popular, but I don't know if it was really worth it, because I kind of lost track of my focus on the more connected friends that I felt, or the people that I didn't really talk to. That's why it sucks when you like see in your environment people that you've never met, and you're in your mind you're like, probably I'm never gonna talk to them or remember that face again. And that's sad. That's a sad thing. But I'm gonna wait till this gets to 20 minutes probably, and then post the video. I'm gonna do a lot of this today. This backyard looks lit. You want to see? I don't know if I can turn the camera around. No, I can't. Oh, wait. No, I can't. Oh well. Gotta lose a little bit of weight. I'm losing a lot of weight. My face is getting a little skinnier, but depending on the day, it's like makeup, you know what I mean? You just have a different look. Hello, how's it going? I know it's kind of hard working and being part of this is your own mutual bubble that you'll feel when we converse on video. Yeah, you do good in your ventures for what you want to do, and it's not all about good or bad, you know, but morality should be based on analytical and rhetoric, atheistic like view, secular view, and what is really great is slow science and the slow movement, where we don't rush things so much. Researched it recently. Didn't know there was a movement like that. Obviously, I still use technology, but I really, sometimes it's all about desire, right? Sometimes you don't like it, sometimes you do. And I have this issue with friends sometimes. I say something one time, and then I say something different another time. Just like yesterday, I said I was a simp. Simpity simp. And I still feel like it. But not the same type of simp that you would rely on or feel like that's the case. I just like to be funny, joke around. I'm not entirely serious, but it'd be cool for the simps of the world to like start to do things that they never thought they would do. Change their perception and get the woman, get the thing they want, get the man or the trans, or it doesn't matter. People getting what they desire, but not exactly from desire. Because desire is based off of our ego need for things. But the ego can always change, you know? You don't have to let go of things in your body, your stress. All you have to do is a little bit of shifting. Shift your gears and play with dirt in a figurative sense. And you will never really understand this, but we have a long fucking time to live. And I'm not gonna live every day like it's the last. Even though I still feel like I can live great every day. Sometimes right now you can hear the game at the at the Lincoln Park and the game at the high school. There was a baseball game and now there's a football game. One of these days I'll go to it and it'll be lit, you know. I'm gonna sit down for a bit and just feel the aspect of nature, or nature is, you know. You have to decide your own fate and figure out how that works for you. Don't let people decide what you have to do in your life, because you have your own perspective, right? Hey, Mom. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till this gets to 20 minutes and I'm gonna post it. Sometimes, like, meditation is an important thing, but you need to take it easy, take it slow. There's no such thing as shortcuts. Not really. I appreciate the silence that I just gave you here and there. It's great feeling silence, not hearing much, you know. Right now, I see mosquitoes and insects. In Spanish, they're called animales, but it's kind of intriguing to pay attention and realize that who knows if either any of these creatures or beings have like their own type of mind or part of their like perception. Who knows? Like, who knows how it works, you know? But getting close to 20 minutes. I hope everybody liked this video, and feel free to comment, send me stars, and I'm gonna post this on my page and my wall, and there will be pretty much more that are coming this way. don't listen to too much of the red pill community. Try to think for yourself, right?